So for today, I got my homeboy Trey Wayne Brady, aka the way that it works. I get him set up, you know, I get his beat loaded up. So I'm gonna let y'all experience a little bit of the process with him.
Yeah.
And real quick, CBK, if you want to let them know a little bit about yourself, go ahead, brother.
So I go by Country Boy Killer. I'm 24 years old. I grew up in the south side of Houston. I'm a 5th generation Texan. I've been rocking with Down to Chase and Alejandro for a very long time. We're family, we're brothers. Pretty much today, what you're gonna see is a little bit part of me, my country twang and where I come from. I am from Houston, Texas, but I have a different bit of sound, and I'm willing to share that with y'all today and show you the process of what we do.
Sometimes the verse will kick in and then
and honestly asking, bro, the first full song we wrote, I wrote that one in like 15 minutes.
he showed me one song that I liked, but I forgot what was the song called.
Damn, only one? You heard that show?
For example, in this case, he has a hook, so we're gonna mix a hook real quick so that he can hear how it's gonna sound whenever it's kind of mixed, and then he's gonna drop the verse. That's kind of how his process is. Everybody's process is different. I just wanted to share this with y'all so that if anybody else's process is kind of like his, y'all don't feel like your process is wrong or anything like that.
You're just weird as fuck now.
It depends on the beat, what you're trying to write, how you feel. Like, my moods are my songs.
Definitely. So don't feel like you need to write one certain way because YouTube tells you this, that, and the other. That is whatever you want it to be. You express yourself on that shit.
Write some hard shit. Make the music you like. That's how you get the fans to last forever.
And then you create your OnlyFans account. You know what I'm saying? I know I zoned out for a while, huh? Basically, right now I have everything at 0, right? So I have the audio track at 0. I added a trim plugin so that I can get the levels on the beat lower. So I dropped it down like 8 dB. And I'm messing with one vocal at a time. So for example, right now I'm dealing with what I'm gonna use as the main hook. First thing I do is add a gate, and then I add a compressor. A little bit slower. So that it sounds kind of like you're stacking the vocal. Well, you're plugging it in on a whole different spot. That's how I feel about it.
Like, this is going on the album.
With my slow internet, it takes me like 3 hours to send one session, bro. What you mean?
Calling him during
but
work,
I did send the wrong one.
Hey, I need to send these tracks to Jason. He'd be like, oh, fuck, all right, bet.
Low key. I don't even want to upload my videos to YouTube.
Story time
for that crap.
With this stupid bitch that's gonna rename nameless. Anyway, she's a lying bitch. Pissed me fuck off. It went too fucking far. Too much to explain on this videotape. That bottom one, delayed, bro. The bottom one, I think that'll actually do the trick.
Here I come, here I go, here I come, here I go, yeah.
It's all the same to me. An ad-lib's an ad-lib, a dub is a dub. A dub is an ad-lib, an ad-lib's a dub.
School,
hella tucked in. Like, do you like that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Pause.
I think that the vocals are pretty leveled out. Maybe the last one with the reverb, I might turn down a tad bit just to tuck it in that much more. But besides that, I think it's good.
What I like to do in the beginning phase of him writing is mix it to where it sounds really wet. Pause again. Mix it to where it sounds really wet. Mix it to where it sounds really wet. Pause again. Mix it to where it sounds really wet. Pause again. And then whenever I come back the next time, he's like, hey, you know, CBK be the type of guy to pull up and then one session isn't looked at for another year.
And then it'd be like, yeah. As Alejandro, I got one.
Which one?
Which one of you will I take home like, man? I don't even know what the verse says.
Come and take walking down the hallway, trench coat dragging.
You know what he's talking about? Trench coats? He's talking about streaking. You know why people be doing that shit? They take off their clothes and they're running around with their dick out.
They be like this and shit. Like, hey, you from the neighborhood or you just moved here?
Yo, I swear I really
want to see my dick?
And the family don't think I'm right. Wants me to go see the reverend. Leave them hoes gasping. Nobody come close to me except the one rapper from Gaston.
You didn't know if you was gonna write it or not write it?
I didn't know if I was gonna write that.
Pause, bro.
Also, don't forget to follow Alejandro's OnlyFans page. It's only up for a limited time for $5 to start. Get it at
$5 lifetime access.
Lifetime access to all his booty pics.
So now it's like 11:05. He just finished the second verse, so I'm about to, you know, kind of do the same thing I was doing with the previous verse.
Yeah, do you remember when he was freestyling with the Blackberry in his hand?
I think it was on Sway, no?
No, on Tim Westwood. And he's like, text me a fucking verse. Oh, okay. Oh, Quentin Miller.
Yeah, he sent a message to Quentin. He was like, hey, yo, send me a verse, dog. Like,
y'all got Wi-Fi in this bitch? They told me to clean my weapons. So I washed my hands.
Yo, like one thing, whenever you're working with a mix engineer, y'all need to figure out how to communicate. Because sometimes he be saying some things, and he's like,
bro, you be high 90% of the time. What you want me to do?
Don't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You be spiritually high.
So without him knowing, sometimes I move it back just to see if that's what he meant.
Nah, I be seeing what you're doing, but I'll be like, okay, nah, that sounds good.
Like, yeah, that sounded good. Hey, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna put the stuff together. If it sounds good, it sounds good. If it doesn't, I'm gonna keep tweaking it. But I'm not gonna try to make anything perfect. You know, like some people be out here like, oh, I'm gonna organize this, I'm gonna label that, I'm gonna color code this, and that's cool. You know, you do your own thing. That's why it's very important to know that every mix engineer has their own process that they believe in, whatever. And my process is, you know, is very simple. But at the same time, for other people, it can be very confusing because the way I have my tracks set up, it is what it is. I mean, it's for me, it's for certain mixes for my clients, and it's for rough mixes, for example, for CBK, because he doesn't trust me with a full mix. But like I said, it is what it is, and we're out here working on some indie record label type shit. So like we putting it together so we can get a feel of what we want the track to sound like. You do know I'm not gonna be able to put that on the vlog, right?